People, welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. The emergence of Ifeanyi Okowa as the vice presidential candidate to Atiku Abubakar, who is PDP presidential aspirant, has brought high level of confusion into the southeast. Don't forget that the southeast have been yearning for the position of a president. Unfortunately, it didn't end up well as they now seek for the position of the vice president. Shockingly, it didn't come to any of the governors in the southeast as expected. It went to the south, Ifeanyi Okowa. Now, by the name Ifeanyi Okowa, everyone believes that he is of Igbo origin, though not in, among the southeastern states. But shockingly, yesterday something happened. Izuzoro, who is the Secretary General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, came up lambasting Atiku, promising him that he's going to see the consequences of his decision to choose Ifeanyi Okowa as the VP. Right now, other factions and even the youth wing are not comfortable with the statement of Izuzoro. Get to hear what they have to tell him, which has caused a lot of uproar among the Ndigbos. But before we continue with details of the news, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, the youth wing of Apex Igbo Social-Cultural Organization, Ohanaeze Ndigbo Worldwide, has declared that Governor Ifeanyi Okowa of Delta State remains an Igbo son and would enjoy all rights and privileges. Okowa was on Thursday announced as running mate to Atiku Abubakar, presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party (PDP). Reacting swiftly, the Secretary General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo Worldwide, Mazi Okechukwu Izuzoro, said the PDP would not get votes from the Southeast for not giving the position to someone from the area. However, in a statement made available in Abuja on Friday, the OYC, that's Ohanaeze Youth Council President General Mazioko Nabwike, and the Secretary General Comrade Obinna distanced the youth from Izuzoro's stand. The youth said Okowa is a true son of Igbo land, a bona fide member of Ohanaeze. We cannot therefore rise against one of our own. A former President General of Ohanaeze, late Ambassador Ralph Owechwe, is from the same area as Okowa. They are our brothers by every standard, and we cannot dish them now simply because of political exigency. Noting that Igbos were not happy for not getting the PDP presidential slot, they asked, should we now throw away the baby with the bad water? The answer is capital no. Having said this, we reiterate that Igbos are happy with his emergence as the vice presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party (PDP) and will accord him all the necessary support. We urge Igbos to support him. We must be strategic this time and not put all our eggs in one basket. Did you hear that last word? That they will not put all their eggs in one basket. In other words, they are not intending to support just one person. They need to spread their tentacles so that at least at the end of the day, they will be able to at least achieve one or two things. Now, first of all, I just want to make this very clear that this issue of Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Wing is should be an organization where all the Ndigbos are being compelled to be a part of it. Yes, it's just a socio-cultural group, but then for it to have great impact and for it to be able to generate the level of unity that is expected of them, at least all the Ndigbos, young people, should at least between the ages of 18 and maybe 50 should register with this youth wing so that we can, be very sure whenever they are speaking out. Because most people casualize anything that has to do with Ndigbos. They said that Ndigbos are not the people that are controlling or not representatives of, Igbo people, and Ohanaeze Ndigbo is here with so much agility But then the youths don't even recognize them. Look at what his youth said yesterday. He is the Secretary General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, though we know that we have two factions, but he's the Secretary General of one of the faction. It's either Obiozor faction or Chidi faction. But right now, he made a statement. The question is for these guys to debunk this statement. It therefore means number one, there had been no formal meeting where such an agreement is made. Number two, everyone seems to be existing in isolation. I'm always shocked when I see him write. I begin to wonder, does it mean that Professor Obiozor is not in the know or Chidi is not in the know? Because ordinarily, the secretary shouldn't just wake up and begin to send out messages anyhow. If you say that Ifeanyi Okowa is not part of Ndigbo's what they needed work from South, it should be the opinion shared by all the Ndigbos. Somebody was asking, who is even talking? Someone once asked, about the youth wing. He said, is it that youth wing with 6 members? And I was like, why would somebody be talking like this? It's totally wrong. I mean, they should come to a point where even the state governor should be the one regulating, how everything is done in Ohanaeze and Ndigbo for them to bring out president. And people should be, compelled by the law of the land to be a part of this group so that it will make a great deal of sense. Look at Afenifere. Afenifere, whenever they speak, everybody will just have to, align with what they are saying. Nobody has ever, no governor in the southwest have ever come out to blast Afenifere anyhow. If they speak, they will be called to order. Neither will Afenifere also talk down on the governors. Instead, they'll have a roundtable talk, pay you a visit, have a roundtable talk with you before they will speak out. And there had never been a time where Afenifere speaks out and you see a youthful, maybe Afenifere youths coming out to say otherwise. These things does not spell good about the Ndigbos. They need to be a correction. However, by their name, I don't really know much about who Okowa is and all of that. But if you listen to the news very well, one of the youth leader said something. Ohanaeze, the youth leader, said something very striking. He said one of the Ohanaeze Ndigbo president was from the same place where Ifeanyi Okowa is from. So by implication, if they could allow him to be the president, therefore means they have been accepted to be part of the Ndigbos, though in the south part of the country. So I feel that his user was too fast, to come out, maybe out of pressure or maybe out of personal sentiment. He said what he said. But I just feel that everyone should be on the same page to make the group respected group. I mean, this is serious. It needs to get to that point. And then looking at the reactions of the people, someone here says Ifeanyi Okowa is an Ika man, not Igbo, because his name is Ifeanyi doesn't mean he's Igbo. The Ohanaeze faction stroke group just want to get paid. The hustlers they are called. Someone say Ohanaeze pepper soup and palm wine drinkers. You can imagine what people are saying. And shockingly, these people may likely be from, this same southeast. This one here says the people that rejected General Leo Erabo, Chief of Defense Staff, and Ikaman have now accepted Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, another Ikaman, as an Igbo man, are definitely confused about their origin. Their hypocrisy has just uncovered. Can imagine here that actually that Ifeanyi Okowa is of the same origin with General Leo Erabo, who is the Chief of Defense Staff. And why would you reject one and accept one? Big question there for Igbos to answer. This one, the article is a smart guy. Now Igbos are confused on who to vote for. Who says Fulanis are foolish? They are very smart. Serious. This one here says, he said, dude, the only confused person is those who are writing all of these stories. So many reactions coming in there. This one here says, this is what Tinubu is coming to do in Nigeria, back to our agri-regional system of government or total disintegration of this multi-nation country called Nigeria. Only full-blooded conservative Yoruba can do this. The tiny 5, you can imagine. He said the tiny Igbo 5 states are the greatest beneficiary of fake one Nigeria. They are just using Biafra as a gimmick to deceive gullible people. Very soon we are going back to our agreed regional system of government that Igbo man Azikiwe destroyed in 1966 by staging Igbo coup and perpetuated 6 months later by Hausa Fulani nation the same year. Regional system or total disintegration of Nigeria, then Igbos will go back to their cannibalism. Oh my God, this is not good. Another person here says, it is high time we begin to act as if all of us are from one place. Let's stop this division. It is not paying off at all. Well, you've heard what everybody is saying. That's what